The New York Gorhams were an early all-black baseball team that predates the now famous Negro Leagues by several decades. This is a team that started playing in 1886, then disbanded after 1892. I found interest in this team after attending a game in Hudson Valley on August 14, 2025, where the now High A affiliate of the Yankees Hudson Valley Renegades were playing as the Newburgh Gorhams, wearing black jerseys with the Newburgh Gorhams name on it, and there was also a replica jersey giveaway to the first 1,000 fans through the gate, along with Newburgh Gorhams merch being discounted at the team store for that day only. Now, as is the case with many early baseball teams in general, there is sparse information online about this team, and obviously you're likely not going to find any footage of this team anywhere. While the Renegades were wearing the jerseys that said Newburgh Gorhams, outside of them, everywhere else online just calls them the New York Gorhams, as they bounced around a lot and were even a barnstorming team for a period of time. This isn't to say that they weren't officially called Newburgh at any point, just that I can't seem to find concrete evidence of this. There is obviously not going to be many visuals at all to go along with this video, and might as well be sort of a mini podcast. The Gorhams were founded in 1886 and were an independent barnstorming team. Then in 1887 joined the newly founded National Colored Baseball League, also known as the League of Colored Baseball Players, which is the first recorded all-black baseball league that is known. At this point they were still operating as a road warrior team. The Gorhams faced off against the Pittsburgh Keystones on May 6, 1887 and won by a final score of 11-8. This new league knew how experimental it was, and because it couldn't offer the greatest pay or amenities, they left plenty of room in between games on the schedule so that the team could also schedule exhibition games. According to Jerry Malloy from the Society for American Baseball Research, player salaries were to range from $10 to $75 per month. Each club was to hire a local umpire, visiting teams were guaranteed $50 plus half the gate receipts, and were to receive $25 from the home team in case of a rainout. The 8 teams that joined the league were the Gorhams and the aforementioned Pittsburgh Keystones, as well as the Baltimore Lord Baltimores, Boston Resulettes, Louisville Falls Cities, Philadelphia Pythians, Washington Capital Cities, and Cincinnati Browns. Probably the most famous colored baseball team of the time, the Cuban Giants, were also invited to the league, but declined as their Sunday bookings in Brooklyn were too lucrative to them to give up. The league quickly had problems financially, whereas in the past traveling teams could travel on group rates, but due to the Interstate Commerce Act of 1887, these would no longer apply, and fares could triple overnight, blowing the budgets of multiple teams. The Gorhams played against the Philadelphia Pythians on May 16th, which would be the last game for the Pythians, as they would withdraw from the league following this when they didn't have the money to pay for the use of Athletics Ballpark. The league would fold entirely about a week later. I found sources stating it was on May 23rd, while another says May 28th. Either way, it didn't last for very long. The Gorhams would continue to operate after the league failed to make it out of its first month, and by the summer would have a home field in Newburgh, New York, on the ball grounds of Bankard Heights, and the club would also make their headquarters there. The manager that announced this move was Baseball Hall of Famer Bud Fowler, the man who is the first known black baseball player. I can't tell when they stopped playing in Newburgh, but from what I can tell, it seems like they went right back to being a barnstorming team in 1888 through the end of their existence. There is also one source that says they were in Easton, Pennsylvania for an amount of time, so once again, there's so many things here that can't really be confirmed. While still playing in Newburgh, though, they would still be very successful, winning games against the New York Cuban Giants and exhibitions against all-white teams. In 1891, the Gorhams played over 100 games and reportedly only lost 4 of them, including a 39-game winning streak. This team was known as the Big Gorhams and included Hall of Famers Saul White and Frank Grant. Another event in 1891 was President Harrison being the first and only president to witness an African-American baseball team play in person, as on August 15th the Gorhams were in Cape May, New Jersey to face an all-white semi-pro team and ultimately defeat them. At the end of 1892, the Gorhams quietly ceased operations, and that was the end of the team. As mentioned at the beginning, there isn't a lot of media to comb through for this video, so thanks for watching whatever B-roll I threw up here. And as always, any suggestions for future Lost Baseball episodes are always appreciated.